So maybe you're hosting a Super Bowl party this year, or you're attending one, and you want to bring something or make something just a little bit different, but still remain in the realm of something that's just a little bit familiar. Well, straight out of my book is a recipe for buffalo chicken rangoon. Buffalo chicken rangoon, which we will be making today, but just a little bit different. Because it is delicious to deep fry your rangoons, but if you are trying to focus on a game or try to make a whole bunch of these things at once, you don't want to stay at your stove the whole time. You want to actually go in and enjoy the party or the game or whatever. I don't watch football. So we're gonna make these in the air fryer where they can stay in the oven and stay warm and crunchy while the game goes on, so you can focus on what is important for the day. Let's get started. The ingredients are as you'd expect for a buffalo chicken rangoon. We got our Frank's Red Hot, we've got some cream cheese. In addition to the cream cheese, we're gonna add in some Boursin fine garlic and herb cream cheese. This is cream cheese, or Gournay cheese. See, I've only ever used this for rangoons and stuff, but like Gournay, is that an actual thing, or is it like is that like a way of saying gourmet? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna supplement that with Boursin fine garlic and herb, cream cheese, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, MSG, naturally. And instead of cayenne, we're gonna experiment a little and use a chili called Guntur Sannam chili, which is from Guntur, Pradesh. It's in India, but it smells really good, so we're gonna give it a shot. Yeah. So with our poached chicken here, you can hand shred these if you wanted to. Basically what I did was I threw some chicken breasts into some boiling water, and as soon as the water started boiling again, I turned the water off and I left it in there for 20 minutes. And that pretty much cooks and poaches your chicken to a point where it's still juicy and delicious, but cooked all the way through. If you're dealing with more and you're doing it for a party, this is much faster. You just put it in a stand mixer, bring it up, and on a low setting, you just let it stir. And the stand mixer itself will pull the chicken for you. You can still see how juicy the chicken breasts and the shreds are in there. Next, you want to add in your powders. That's your garlic powder. Oh no, this was onion powder. That's garlic powder. Chili, MSG, black pepper. Give that a mix before adding a cup of Frank's Red Hot. Slowly mix again because you don't want to get this on anything. 1 block and then 2. A little bit of salt too. And then mix till you have something that can only be described as very buffalo-y, which is what this is. This is just screams buffalo chicken. Because these are going to be in the oven or the air fryer, there's really only one way that you're able to properly or well fold these wontons. If you were gonna fry them, there were like multiple different kinds of folds that you can do, but I found for the best results, you just have to do the pyramid, which is great because the pyramid version gets the most filling anyway, and we have a lot of filling here. So what you do is you have your wrapper, you take some of your buffalo chicken filling, put it in. You want to do about 2 teaspoons, so this is a little too much. At this point, you just wet all the sides. And then you bring the corners together. And then from here, you want to just pinch everything closed while getting as much of the air out of there as possible. And there you have it. You have a buffalo chicken rangoon. You can make this ahead, store these in the freezer, and then put them straight into the air fryer from the freezer. That'll be perfectly fine. But definitely think about how much you have to do before deciding to make these on game day. The fact that you can make these ahead of time is one of the best parts of this recipe. It is also very helpful to have friends and family members that you can exploit. I mean, ask to help with. But actually, once you get into the groove of it, it doesn't take that long. And also, because everything in the filling is already fully cooked because you poached the chicken, you can actually do the filling and the folding in different days too. So you could keep the chicken in the refrigerator, just like take that on another day if you want. Now, if you were gonna make these ahead, what I would do is I would make a whole bunch and then freeze them while they were on a tray. It won't take more than a couple hours for them to freeze over completely. But once they're completely frozen, then you could like dust them with some cornstarch or some flour, and then you can put them in a plastic bag and they'll store much easier there, and then put that in the freezer, which is kind of like how you store any of your dumplings. And they'll keep for like a month that way.
A few minutes later.
All right, with these guys nice and chilled, it just helps set everything if you like let them chill for a bit. We're just gonna set these on our air fryer and let these go at 370 degrees for 10 minutes. And if you wanted to spray them with oil, of course you can. Oops. So I was a little impatient and accidentally threw these in before the oven preheated, but it would have normally taken 10 minutes because it was in there. It was only in there for like 5 and some of them exploded, but that is to be expected. I have these on top of some blue cheese dressing, obviously. And yeah, these could stay in the oven just at a low heat and just stay perfectly fine and crunchy pretty much the entire evening. I want to take a bite, but I know it's gonna hurt so much. It's so hot. These just came out of the oven. Maybe if I cool it down with more dressing. There we go. Do it for the camera. Oh my gosh. Oh, hot. It's very, That's good though. Spicy, tangy chicken in pretty much what is just like a vehicle for it, a little crispy, crunchy vehicle for it. There really is not much else to say besides the fact that you should try this for sure for a game day thing. That chili, this is spicier than probably like mild cayenne. So I am feeling a little bit of heat, which is nice, because I don't think Frank's Red Hot is actually spicy in terms of hot sauces. Buffalo chicken Rangoon in an air fryer. Do I still prefer a deep fried version? Yes, obviously anything that is deep fried is going to be better, but this, for an air fry version, this ain't bad and totally doable. If you want the deep fried version, you should get my book. Hot.